Hello friends, hope you all are doing well. Myself Anurod Ankit. Today we are going to start our new lesson, that is simple interest. Generally there is a misconception for these two chapters, that is simple interest and compound interest, that these are the tough chapter. Friends, these are one of the easiest chapter in the entire mathematics. In these chapters we will not learn any formula. Only by the definition of simple interest and compound interest, we will be able to solve 90 to 95% of the questions. For some questions, we will require some formula. There we will look into that. But 90 to 95% of the questions we will solve only on the basis of the definition of simple interest as well as on the basis of definition of compound interest. So let's start the topic. Simple interest. So what is simple interest? In simple interest, the major things to remember is that principal is constant throughout the time period. That is, principal is constant. The principal never changes. Now, in this chapter, the most important part is rate. So first we will see the definition of this rate. And once we learn the definition of this rate, we will be able to solve any type of questions. So what does the term rate means? In simple interest, rate means rate of interest is the keyword, and rate of interest is the interest given on rupees 100 in 1 year. Means what is the rate of interest? Is the interest that is given on rupees 100 in 1 year. Suppose on a sum of 500 for 2 years, simple interest is 50. So is this simple interest on 100 rupees? No. Is this simple interest for 1 year? No. So we will convert it into 100 rupees and for 1 year. So whatever value we get, that is our rate. Okay. So if you are getting 50 rupees as a simple interest on 500, so on a sum of rupees 100, you will get 10 rupees as a simple interest. Now you have converted this sum of 500 to rupees 100 and you got rupees 10 as the simple interest. But is it for 1 year? No, it is for 2 years. So for 1 year you will get rupees 5. So this 5 is the rate of interest, that is 5%. This is the very definition of rate. I hope you have got some point what is rate. Now I will look into some formula. The basic formula, simple interest is principal into rate into time upon 100, and amount is principal plus SI. We will avoid the first formula because these are the conventional method, and nowadays the examiner is quite smart and they put such a questions in the exam there your concept is being observed, not on the basis of this formula, and we will try to avoid this formula in most of the cases. Now I will give you some of the examples that how to approach the question, then we will directly jump to the questions. Suppose the principal is rupees 400, the rate is 6%. So rate is always for 1 year and on a sum of rupees 100. So 6% means it is for 1 year. Time period is 5 years. So what is simple interest? We have to find what is simple interest. How we will find? And in this simple interest, always remember that principal is always taken as 100%. Okay. So look here, this rate is 6% for 1 year. So for 5 years, how much percent you will get? So 6% into 5, that is 30%. So this 30% of what? So this 30% of this principal amount you will get. Now you know that principal is always taken as 100%. So 100% is equivalent to 400. So 30% is equivalent to how much? So this is 4 times. So this will also become 4 times. So 120. So what is your simple interest? Simple interest is 120. This is the first method to solve the question. Now I will tell you the second method. Here, the rate is 6% for 1 year. So for 1 year, how much simple interest you will get? So 6% of 400, again 100% is equivalent to 400. So 6% is equivalent to how much? So this is 4 times. So this will be 4 times. So 24. So 24 is the simple interest you are getting for 1 year, and you will get this simple interest for 5 years. So 24 into 5, that is 120. Again, the total simple interest is 120. The third method, let's say the principal is 400 and this principal is there for 5 years. Let's say this principal is for 1 year. So if 400 is for 5 years, so it will be 2000 for 1 year. Now take the interest of 6% on this 2000. So it will become 120. So by any of the method, you can solve the question, but the first method is the best method to solve the question. Okay, so here you have to find what is simple interest. Now let's say simple interest is given and you have to find what is rate. Means principal is given 400, time is given 5 years, simple interest is given 120. So now you have to find out the rate. In the earlier example, we have to find out what is simple interest. So for this, we require principal, rate and time. Now we have to find what is rate. So principal is given, time is given and simple interest is given. Now how to find the rate? Okay, so this SI is how much percent of this principal? Because we have got this much amount of SI as interest. So this is how much percent of this principal? So 120 means 400 is again taken as 100%. So 120 is equivalent to how much? So from here, this is into 1 by 4. So it will also become into 1 by 4. That is 30%. So this 30% is for a total duration of 5 years. So rate is always for 1 year. So 30% upon 5, that is 6%. This is a very easy method to solve the questions on simple interest where you have to find the rate. The alternate method, how to find it? Let's say this simple interest you are getting for a total period of 5 years. So for 1 year, how much interest you are getting? So for 1 year, 120 by 5. So how to calculate 120 by 5? Just make it double, 240 by 10. So it's 24. So 24 rupees you are getting for 1 year. But are you getting this 24 rupees on 100 rupees? If you will be getting this 24 rupees as interest on a sum of rupees 100, then that will be your rate of interest. But this is on rupees 400. So on 100 rupees, what you will get? So again, 400 is taken as 100%. So 24 is what? So again, this is 1 by 4 times. So it will also become 1 by 4 times, that is 6%. So again, the rate is 6%. So by this method also you can solve the question. Now, let's say the rate, time, simple interest is given. Rate is given 6%. Time is given 5 years. Simple interest is given, that is 120. Now you have to find what is principal, what is amount. How to find it? Now this rate is 6% for 1 year. So total duration is 5 years. So 30%. So this 30% is the simple interest on a sum of this principal amount. So the principal is always taken as 100%. So 100% is what? So the value of 30% is given in terms of SI, that is 120. So 100% is what? So into 4, it will become 400. Now what is amount? So directly from here, you can say that if simple interest is 30%, if principal is 100%, the amount is SI plus principal. So it is 130%. And the value of 30% is given as 120. So 130% is what? So again, it will be 4 times. So 520 is the amount. So without even calculating the principal, you can directly tell what is amount if you know this method, that you have calculated SI, that is 30%, and it is given that 30% is equivalent to 120. So what is 130%? Because principal is always taken as 100%. So always remember, in simple interest, the principal is always taken as 100%. Okay, so I hope you have developed some concept on simple interest. Now we will directly jump to the questions. First question: a certain sum of money amounts to rupees 560 in 3 years at 4% per annum simple interest. Find the sum. So how to find the sum? What is given here? So it is given that a certain sum of money amounts to rupees 560. So this 560 is your amount. So again, the principal is always taken as 100%. Now what is SI? Simple interest. So 4% per annum and time period is 3 years. So simple interest is 3 into 4%. That is equivalent to how much? 12%. Now the amount is how much? 112%. Now this value 112% is given as 560. So what is 100%? You have to calculate it. So 100%, this is 5 times. So this will become 5 times. So 100 into 5, that is 500. So option A is the correct answer. You don't require all those simple interest is P into R into T by 100. This P into R into T by 100. From here, then amount is equal to P plus SI. And you don't know what is principal here. You don't know what is principal here. So first you have to calculate the principal. Then you will calculate this first SI, then principal, then you will get the sum at 500 as the answer. So here it will take a lot of time to do all those things. Here directly you can say, if you know this concept that principal is always 100%, simple interest for 1 year is 4%, for 3 years is 12%, the amount becomes 112%. The value of 112% is given as 560. So what is 100%? Because principal is always taken as 100%. I have repeated this sentence for at least 10 times in this 10 to 12 minutes. So remember, this is a very important sentence. Okay, let's see the another question. A person lent a certain sum of money at 4% simple interest, and in 8 years, the interest amounted to rupees 340 less than the sum lent. Okay. Find the sum lent. What is it written here? Suppose this was the sum. A person lent a certain sum of money at 4% simple interest, and in 8 years the interest amounted to rupees 340 less than the sum. So let's say this is 100%. Now the interest amounted in 8 years at 4% simple interest, that is 32%. So the interest is 32%. Now what is given? That this interest is 340 less than the sum lent. Okay. Means if the sum we have taken is 100%, so let's make it 0%. 0%. And the sum is here 100%. Now the interest is how much less? So 340 less than the sum lent. And the interest, we know that it is 32% for 8 years. And how much is the remaining? So 68% is remaining. And the value of 68% is given as 340. So 68% is equivalent to 340. So what is 100%? So again, this is 5 times. So this will become 5 times. So 500 is the answer. The best way to solve this question, again, I will explain it to you. From the initials 0, the interest is 32%. And this interest is 340 less than the sum lent. The sum is 100%. So this is 340 less. This interest is 340 less from here. And how much less in percentage terms? So 68% less in percentage terms. So the value of 68% came out to be 340, and you have to find out what is 100%. So 100% is 5 times. So again, it's 500 is the answer. Now the next question. In certain years, a sum of money is doubled itself at 6.25% simple interest per annum. Then the required time will be. Okay. So what does this mean? That in a certain year, the sum of money doubles itself. Suppose you have invested 100% and it became 200%. Now the interest is 100%, and every year you are getting 6.25% as simple interest. So in how many years this 6.25% became 100%? So 100% upon 6.25%. This will be how much? So 16. Now one smart way to do this. How? 100% is 1, and 6.25% in percentage terms, I have told you that it is 1 by 16. So 1 upon 1 by 16 will be 16. Or else you can directly divide it. It will become 100 upon 625 into 100. Now this is what? 100 into 100 upon 25 into 25. So 4, 4, so 4 into 4 is the 16. So 16 years is the answer. Okay. Let us proceed to the next question. Two equal amount of money are deposited in two banks, each at 5% per annum for 3 and 4 years respectively. If the difference between their interest is rupees 42, find each sum. Okay. Difference in their interest. So why the difference will be there in the interest? Because the time period is different. The rate are same and the amount of money deposited are same. So what will make the difference? So the time period will make the difference. So what is the difference in the time period? One is deposited for 3 years and another is deposited for 4 years. So the difference in time period is 1 year. So in 1 year, what is the rate? 5%. And this 5% is given as 42. So what is the sum? So the sum is again 100%. So this is from vertical direction, it's 20 in 20 times. So this will also become 20 times. So 42 into 2 is how much? 84, and 10, so 840 is the answer. The best way to solve these type of questions. Again, I will explain to you. Don't worry. Look here, what is given. Let's say the principal is always 100%. So for 3 years, what will be the interest? So 5% at the rate of 5%, it will be 15%. And from here for 4 years, what will be the interest? So 20%. Okay. So what is the difference? This 5% is the difference, and this difference is given as 42. So that's what I have explained you. 5% is equivalent to 42. So what is 100%? So this is 20 times. So this became 20 times. Okay. Now we will proceed to the next question. This is also one of the best question. I will explain it to you, the full concept as well as the smartest way to solve this question. First, the smartest way, then I will explain you the best way. The proper basic method. At a certain rate of simple interest, rupees 800 amounted to rupees 920 in 3 years. If the rate of interest be increased by 3%, what will be the amount after 3 years? Here, what is making the difference? The time period is same. The rate has increased. The rate has increased by 3%. So for 3 years, you will get additional 3% for every year. So for 3 years, you will get how much? 9%. So 9% of this 800, that is 72. So add 72 to this amount, 920 plus 72, that is 992. So this is your answer. This is the smartest way to solve the question. But again, I will explain you the entire basic part for this question. Look here, what is given, that this 800 became 920 in 3 years. Now there must be some rate. At what rate it became this 800 amounted to 920? So first we will calculate the rate. Whatever rate comes, now the rate got increased by 3%. Now the new rate is R plus 3%. Now if the rate got increased and the time period is same, so you will get additional sum as an interest, so amount will increase. So by now what is the new amount? Okay, so what I have done that from here to here, only difference is for 3% for 1 year. So time period is 3 years. So what will make the difference? So this rate will make the difference, that is 3% for 1 year. So for 3 years it will be 9%. So I have calculated 9% of 800. That is an additional what he will get. So additional 920 plus 72, that is 992. Here, how you will calculate the rate? So very simple. 120 is the simple interest for 3 years. So for 1 year, how much? 40. So 40 is simple interest for 1 year. Now, is it on rupees 100? No, it is on 800. So on rupees 100 it will be. So 40 upon 800. Let's say 800 is equivalent to 100%. So 40 is equivalent to how much? So this is 1 by 8. So this also become 1 by 8. That is 5%. The rate is 5%. Now the new rate will be R plus 3%, that is 8%. Now you will calculate 8% of this 800. Sorry, 8% is for 1 year. So for 3 years it will become 24%. Now the 24% of 800 is how much? So 24 into 8. That is how much? That is 192. Now the new amount is 800 plus 192, that is 992. Okay, I hope you have understood the question, or else you can say that the simple interest is 24%, principal is 100%, the amount is 124%. So directly calculate 124% of 800, that is 124 into 8, that is 992. What, how I calculated so fast? So 120 into 8, 960, and plus 8 into 4, that is 32. So 992. Okay, fine. A man had rupees 2000, part of which he lent at 5% and the rest at 4%. The whole annual interest is rupees 92. The money he lent at 5% was. Now for this question, I will explain you the two methods. One is the mixture and alligation part, and the another is the simple method. Okay. Now, a man had rupees 2000. So first I will explain you the mixture and alligation part. So part of what? Part of this 200 to sorry, part of this 2000 is being deposited at 5% and the another part is being deposited at 4%. So first part is deposited at 5% and another part is deposited at 4%. But how much we don't know. Okay. Now the whole annual interest is 92. Now when you mixed the both, you get 92 as the annual interest. So how much interest are you getting? So 92 on this 2000. Okay. So 2000 is equivalent to 100%. So 92 is equivalent to how much? Now remove 10 from here. So 200 is equivalent to 10%. So when you will divide it by 20, so divide 92 by 20, so you will get 4.6. So 4.6 is the rate of interest when you mix the both part. Okay. Now how to do this? Now write the difference of this part here. So it is 0.3%, and write the difference of this part here, it is 0.2%. So in this ratio, the sum will be divided. So the sum will be divided in what ratio? 3:2. Now let's say the total sum is 5. Now 5 is equivalent to how much? 2000. So this is 400 times. So the sum that was invested at 5% was 3 into 400, that is 1200. Because let's say this is A and this is B. A plus B is 2000. Now this A part was lent at 5% and this B part was lent at 4%. And when the entire interest he got as 92, means he got on both the A part and B part together as 4.6% as the interest. Now, according to mixture and alligation method, we write the difference of these two here and we write the difference of these two here. And in this ratio, this A and B are divided. So I have divided this in the ratio 3:2. So let's say the sum is 5. So if it will be 5, A will get 3 and B will get 2. Now the actual sum is 2000. So this is 400 times. So here again, you have multiplied 3 into 400, that is 1200 as the answer. So this was one method to solve this question, mixture and alligation method. The another part is also good. You can solve the question by that part also. Let's say X was deposited at 5, lent at 5%. So 5% of X. So the remaining was lent at 4%. So 4% of remaining, that is 2000 minus X, is equivalent to how much? So this is equivalent to 92. Because this is the interest now, 5% on X and 4% on 2000 minus X is equivalent to 92. Now how to do it? 5% of X minus 4% of X, that is 1% of X, that is X by 100, plus 4% of 2000. So 4% of 2000 means what? 4% means 80. So plus 80. So it will go that side, so it will become is equal to 12. 92 minus 80, that is 12. So X is equivalent to how much? 1200. So by this method also you can solve this question. Okay. Now we will proceed on the next question. The simple interest on a certain sum of rupees 160 is rupees 40. Means SI is rupees 40 and principal is 160. And the number of years is equal to the rate percent per annum. So find rate percent. So here, what is SI? SI, how much percent of this principal? So 40 by 160. So 160 is equivalent to 100%. So 40 is equivalent to how much? So 1 by 4. So 1 by 4, that is 25%. Now this 25% means for n number of years and at a rate of n%. So you will take the square root of this 25. So it will become 5. Means at a rate of 5% for 5 years. So for such type of questions, you will always get a perfect square. Else this question is not able to be solved. So always you will get a perfect square, that is you can't get it as under root of 24. How you will solve it? It will become quite tedious. So the rate of interest and the number of years are same. So that n square is equivalent to 25. So n is how much? So 5%. So B is the correct answer. Okay. Now, this question seems to be quite tough and lengthy to read, but again, it is one of the most easiest questions. You can solve this in your mind also. Look, I will explain you how to solve this very fastly. First, read the question. The simple interest obtained when a certain sum of money is invested in scheme A for 3 years is 38.8 rupees less than the simple interest obtained when the same sum of money is invested in scheme B for 4 years if the rate of interest offered by scheme A and scheme B are 14% and 12.5% respectively, how much money was invested in these schemes individually? Okay. Now see this question. Here the principal is constant, and on this principal you are investing for 4 years and for 3 years. So for 4 years you are investing at 12.5% rate, and for 3 years you are investing at 14% rate. So 12.5% for 1 year, so for 4 years you will get how much? 50%. And 14% for 1 year, so for 3 years you will get how much? So 42%. So the amount you invested at 14% for 3 years, each 42, the amount you invested is the same. So the rate of interest which you are getting on this rate at 14% for 3 years is how much less? 38.8 rupees less. But here in percentage term, it is 8% less than this interest. So this 8% value is given as 38.8. So what is 100%? This is quite easy. Now, how to solve it? So what you can do it, you can multiply 10 at both the sides. So it will become 80 and it will become 388. Now cancel it in 4 table. So sorry, 20. So 4 and 5. Now divide it by 4. So 4 into how much? So 4, 9, here 36 and 2, 97. So again, it's 97. 5 into 97 is how much? How to find it? 5 into 97. Now just 970 by 2. So 970 by 2 is how much? 900 by 2 is 450. 70 by 2 is 35. So 450 plus 35, that is 485. So option E is the correct answer. Quite easy question. Okay. Now the next question. The rate of interest for first 2 years is 3% per annum. For the next 3 years is 8% per annum. And for the period beyond 5 years, 10% per annum. If a man gets 1520 as a simple interest for 6 years, how much money did he deposit? Okay. Means they are asking the principal, and the principal is always 100%. Now, on this 100%, how much interest he is getting? So for first 2 years, 3% rate. For next 3 years, 8% rate. And for the period beyond 5 years, and it is till 6 years only. So here for 1 year, it is 10% rate. So 3% for 1 year. So for 2 years, it will be 6%. 8% for 1 year. So for 3 years, it will be 24%. And 10% for 1 year. So in 10%, so 6% plus 24% plus 10%. That is equivalent to 40%. And this 40% is simple interest, and that is equivalent to 1520. So 40%, 6% plus 24% plus 10%, you got as 40%. This 40% is equivalent to how much? 1520. So what is 100%? So very simple. This is 2.5 times. So this will also be 2.5 times. So how to find 2.5 times? Just make the double of 1520, that is 3040, and just make the half of 1520, that is 760. Add this, so you will get 3800 as the answer. So option number C is the correct answer. So thank you friends. I hope you have got some concept on simple interest. In our next class, we will learn this concept on compound interest, and then we will solve some exercise question. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.